Hello and welcome to the channel. Today, I'll be showing you something really fun and nostalgic, a recreation of the classic Pong game, running entirely on an Arduino Nano, with nothing but an OLED screen, a buzzer, and 2 push buttons. That's right, no external screen, no computer display, no fancy graphics card, just raw Arduino Nano power. Let's dive in and see how it works. This project is a simplified version of Pong where you, the player, control the paddle on the right side of the screen using 2 buttons, one for going up and one for going down. The Arduino itself acts as your opponent, a small AI that moves its paddle on the left to try and return the ball. The game ball moves across the screen, bouncing off the top and bottom borders and interacting with each paddle. Every time the ball passes behind a paddle, the opponent scores a point. The score is displayed directly on the bottom of the OLED screen, on the left for the CPU, and on the right for the player. When one of the players reaches 9 points, the game stops and shows a you win or you lose message, waits for a few seconds, and restarts automatically. The components used are minimal. An Arduino Nano, a 128 by 64 OLED screen using the SSD 1306 driver, 2 push buttons connected to digital pins 2 and 3 with internal pull-up resistors, and a passive buzzer connected to digital pin 11 for sound feedback. This setup makes it perfect for students, hobbyists, or anyone wanting to build their own retro game console on a budget. All of this was tested and developed on Wokwi, an online Arduino simulator that lets you test your code and hardware designs without needing physical components. Now, let's talk about how the code works. In the setup function, we initialize the OLED screen using the Adafruit SSD 1306 library, and configure the buttons with internal pull-up resistors. We draw the game court, just a simple white rectangle on a black background, and initialize variables for ball position, direction, and scores. Inside the loop function, the core game logic takes place. First, the position of the ball is updated. We check for wall collisions on the top and bottom, and reverse the ball's vertical direction when needed. When the ball hits the left or right sides of the screen, a point is scored depending on which side the ball escaped from. Appropriate sound effects are triggered using the tone function and the buzzer. If the player reaches the score limit, which is 9 in this case, we set the game over flag, display the win or lose message, and reset all game variables after a short delay. There are also specific sound tones for different game events, a bounce sound when the ball hits a wall, a different tone for paddle hits, and scoring sounds when someone earns a point. The CPU paddle follows the ball using a basic tracking algorithm. It tries to align with the ball's vertical position. It's not perfect, but it makes for a fun and balanced opponent. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.